In today's economic storm, people's retirement accounts are being devastated. Consumers are searching for a safe place to put their money. Are you feeling the same? If you are, please get ready to listen and learn about a new concept that will give you financial security and peace of mind. Now, here is the host of Become the Banker, certified financial planner and award-winning author, Joseph Quijano.
Good morning, everybody. I'm Joseph Quijano, and I'm a certified financial planner, and I'm so happy to be here with you. And we have also Jordan in the show with us, and he's a financial advisor. But let me begin by asking you a question, okay? If what you thought to be true about money turned out not to be true, when would you love to know about it? Now, feel free to join us in the chat room, and if you want to post any answers or questions that you may have, by all means, do that. But think about it like this, okay? If what you thought to be true about money turned out not to be true, when would you like to know about that? So normally, when we ask people that question, over the years, they all come up with the same answer, either now or yesterday. And that is so true, because you see, it's been proven time and time again that traditional methods of creating wealth, traditional products that we've been taught to use, are not working anymore. And it's so common in today's world with this pandemic that we're facing, not only here in the United States or Canada, but all over the world. That means that consumers, people like you and I, are totally worried about our money. We are worried whether or not we're going to have enough money to retire. We are concerned if our money is going to last as long as we're going to live during retirement. So think about that. So the school systems, unfortunately, that teach us anything about money. I mean, we have met people, highly educated, phenomenal physicians, engineers, teachers, and they know so well about their profession. They know everything that they need to know. However, they lack financial knowledge. So the show that we put together here on Inspired Choices Network is to teach you the truth about money, to teach you the truth about products that will work not only in today's economy, but in the future. So today's topic is really how to receive paychecks for the rest of your life. We're going to share with you a phenomenal financial strategy that is totally safe, that will rescue your money from the volatility of the stock market and the economy. It's not only the stock market, ladies and gentlemen, it's the economy that you have to fear about taking your money, and guarantee you you're going to receive paychecks. I'm talking about paychecks for the rest of your life. How would you like to do that? Now think about that. If there was a product, if there was a financial strategy that could actually guarantee you, I love the word guarantee. There's no ifs or buts or maybes. This is a flat out guarantee. If there was a product, if there was such a product that could guarantee you for certain that when you reach those golden years and you wanted to retire, that you would receive a paycheck or a pension for as long as you live. Think about that. You wouldn't have to worry about the economy. You wouldn't have to worry about the pandemics like we're facing today. You wouldn't have to worry about the stock market. It would be a flat out guarantee that you would receive a paycheck for the rest of your life. What a beautiful feeling about that you would have internally, knowing that no matter how old you live on retirement, that this paycheck will come to you month after month, year after year, without fail. Would you like something like that? If you do, we have the answer. We have a phenomenal strategy and a phenomenal product. It's called the Guaranteed Retirement Account. This is an account that could actually rescue your money from the stock market. If you have money right now in the stock market and you're concerned about the market and the volatility of the market, this product will help you rescue your money from the stock market. You know, there's a lot of times, we meet people all the time, and one of my most favorite analogies that I want to make with people when I meet them, and I'm going to share that with you right now, would be that if you were in the middle of the ocean and your boat was sinking and you saw another boat nearby that you could swim to, would you jump out of your boat and get into the boat to rescue you? That's exactly what I'm talking about. I'm talking about we're taught the wrong things about money. So all of us, most all of us, I should say, have money in retirement accounts that are not working. We have money in government plans that deal with the stock market. And we fear the volatility. That's the boat that is sinking today, ladies and gentlemen. Let's face it. I mean, you cannot just say, wow, the stock prices are down, so I'm not going to get out of the boat because it's going to go up and I'm going to make a killing. If that's the case, you have no life jacket. Would you risk your life? Do you want to risk your money? Do you want to risk your future? Or do you want to, ladies and gentlemen, or do you want to rescue it and get into a new boat? And the new boat is the Guaranteed Retirement Account. And Jordan, please, if you want to jump in and just kind of share with the group over here the beautiful benefits of the Guaranteed Retirement Contract.
Absolutely. This is a great way for individuals to just have that opportunity for the rest of their life, no matter how long they live. I think that's some of the fears we all face is, did we put enough money aside for retirement to carry us through as long as we live, so we're not forced back into work? And that's what this plan does. It gives you that certainty to make sure that no matter how long you live, you're going to receive a paycheck. Now, on top of not only getting the guaranteed paycheck for the rest of your life, you also will receive protection if anything happens to you prior to your account being fully prepaid, or if there's any money left on the table. Basically, there is a death benefit tied to it, meaning that when you pass away and there's still money left in that account, that will be passed to your loved ones so that they can use that money to help carry on your legacy and to even put it into a similar account and continue to pay out a lifetime of paychecks for them. Now, this is very important. When you look at any other pension, and this really, compare it to a pension. This is really just like a pension that you get from the good old day companies. You work for X amount of years, they're going to guarantee you an income. But the difference with this policy, with this account versus a pension through a company is that point right there. What happens if you pass away? With a regular company pension, typically when you leave this world, when you graduate to the next world, and you have money left in that account, a lot of times that money just goes right back to the company. Your family does not get it. So all of your hard-earned sweat, tears, and blood to earn that money is now dissolved right back into the company's account. That's horrible. But that is the truth about regular pensions. Now, there is an option that most companies have been starting to offer with those pensions, which is called the spousal benefits. And what that entails is when you pass away, you're able to leave half of your pension behind to your spouse. But to elect that option, that means you have to take a reduced payout in your pension years. So a lot of times, if somebody was going to receive, let's just say as an example, $2,000 a month in their pension, just as a regular pension, but they wanted to leave some behind to their loved ones just in case something happens to them, typically instead of getting the full payout of $2,000, they're going to only receive $1,000 for their life. And once they pass away, if their spouse is still alive, then their spouse will receive the other $1,000 for as long as the spouse lives. But as soon as both adults pass away, or if there's any heirs left around, the heirs will not get anything. If there's any money left in that account, even with that spousal benefits, there is nothing that's left behind. Unlike the plan that we're talking about, the guaranteed retirement pension actually protects you from that. It makes sure that if there's money in the account, no matter what happens, if there's any money left in the account, it'll go to your wife, to your husband, to your children, to your family members, to whoever. If there's money and it's your money, that's very important. That is money that you get to keep behind with your family to carry out your dreams. So not only do we get the pension for the rest of your life, a paycheck, but you also get the protection, the death benefit, just in case something happens. And on top of that, take it a step further, there's also long-term care benefits, meaning that if you can't perform 2 of the 6 daily activities, eating, bathing, dressing, cognitive, if you can't perform 2 of the 6 daily activities and you need to have a nursing facility or a live-in nurse, well, guess what? That's very expensive in today's world. Here in Colorado, the average cost is about $8,500 a month, $8,500 a month. And that's an average facility. That's nothing great or exciting. That's just an average facility. So that can wipe out anybody's financial plan. With this product, it protects you from it, that it guarantees to double your pension if you need long-term care assistance. So if you're getting paid $2,000 a month, and all of a sudden you can't do 2 of the 6 daily activities, automatically your pension is going to double from $2,000 all the way up to $4,000 a month, and that'll pay until the day you pass away. Same benefits, still a death benefit. All of that comes in place. And the last benefit, well, 2 last benefits I should say, is that not only does it give you the protection of the stock market, these accounts have nothing to do with the stock market, and I'm going to share a little bit more about that once we get back from break. But also the 4th benefit is you get bonuses. A lot of companies that offer these products, they want to encourage you to take action with these plans. So what they do is they offer 9% bonuses, 10% bonuses, 5% bonuses, meaning that whatever you put in there day one, you get 7 or 8 or 9% on that day one, and it helps grow your account. So this is the exciting topic we're going to be coming back to from our break here. But I want to really thank you for watching our show here, listening in. We're going to be getting right back to the hot topic. This is Jordan Quijano with Become the Banker on Inspired Choices Network, and we'll be tuning right back with you.
If what you thought to be true about money turned out not to be true, when would you like to know about it? Most of us have been taught wrong about money either by our family or friends. Our school system does not have any curriculum to teach us how money really works and how to make our money grow without risk in any economy. By tuning into Become the Banker radio show with certified financial planner Joseph Quijano, you'll learn the truth about money and strategies to help you grow your money without risk. Are you ready to thrive financially in the economy? Listen for Become the Banker radio show every Monday at 12 p.m. Eastern, 11 a.m. Central, 10 a.m. Mountain, and 9 a.m. Pacific.
Are you a subject matter expert? Are you here to share your expertise with an audience waiting to hear from you in only the way you can deliver? Are you ready to have your voice amplified across the airwaves? Inspired Choices Network has a global radio platform streaming to millions of people across the world. Professionally produced and supported by an accomplished team every step of the way, you can broadcast from anywhere in the world, knowing your voice matters, and we ensure it is delivered with ease and efficiency. Eager to hear your message, the world awaits. Contact us today to become an Inspired Choices Network radio host. Email becomeahost@inspiredchoicesnetwork.com.
This is Become the Banker radio show with certified financial planner Joseph Quijano. To participate in today's show, call in the U.S. 815-880-8255, Canada 613-800-8736, or Skype us at Inspired Choices Network. You could also ask to comment by email to joseph@becomethebanker.org or text to 303-880-0887.
Well, welcome back, everyone. This is Jordan Quijano, again with Become the Banker on Inspired Choices Network. And just returning from the break here, we were talking about really the great benefits of how this Become the Banker guaranteed pension plan can give you a paycheck for the rest of your life, no matter how long you live. And on top of that, it also gives you benefits to protect you and your loved ones, just in case something prematurely happens to you and you pass away and there's money still in the account. And we were just talking about the bonuses that companies offer to really entice you or get you interested in these products. Now, I was mentioning, companies can give you about up to 8, 9, 10, even 12% bonuses. A lot of it depends on your state that you live in, what state that your domicile house is. And also how soon you're able to take the money, or how long you're able to leave it in there. So if you're able to leave the money to accrue and grow and compound over the years, well, just like with anything, the longer you let it sit, the more money, the bigger the pension's going to be. So it is with the bonus. They're going to give you typically a bigger bonus if you're able to let it sit there for some years. But that's not to say if you need immediate income, there are companies that allow you to take a day one pension immediately. You put the money in there, you're going to get a paycheck for the rest of your life, no matter how long you live. And the best part is you don't have to ride the stock market up and down anymore. This is where I wanted to talk on this segment here, is why this is so safe and protected. This account, you can compare it to traditional pensions, IRAs, 401ks, in the sense that it gives you money in retirement, but there's no comparison when you look at how the money is invested or how you earn money. This product, it deals with growing your money using the S&P 500, which for most people who have seen the index out there, if you look at any stock market ticker, there's the Dow Jones, the NASDAQ, S&P 500. Those are the typically top three that you always see on any newspaper or any stock market channel. But the S&P 500, all it means is it's the top 500 companies of the U.S. Top 500 companies of the United States. And there's multiple sectors inside those 500 companies. So what that means is there's banking, that's one sector. There's automobiles, that's another sector. There's healthcare, medicine, pharmaceuticals, all these areas that there's a many little sectors built up into the 500 companies. But what this product is, it uses the S&P 500 just as a thermometer or as a gauge. When the S&P 500's up, your account grows. You earn money. When the S&P 500's down or the markets crash, you don't lose any money. Your account stays level. So, in other words, say you have $100,000, you invest it with us in this product, it grows to $115,000, and then all of a sudden, the S&P 500 or the stock market crashes because of coronavirus or whatever the case may be. Well, guess what? Your $115,000 stays level. You don't lose a dime. You don't lose a penny. You stay level just for the market to recover, and now you're starting at $115,000 instead of whatever you lost money to. So you got 115, now maybe to 130, market crashes again, now you're level at 130,000. So your account is always ratcheting up. You have a moving floor that's always moving up with your account so that your money really never loses your principal or what you're earning inside of it. Unlike traditional plans, obviously if you're a part of a 401k or an IRA, you've seen that go up and down like a roller coaster. When the market crashes, there's no bottom to it. You can lose 30, 40, 50% of your account. With this product, you cannot lose a dime. So the protection is huge when you're dealing with the guaranteed pension. It'll grow your account as big as it can go over the years until you're ready to take an income. And once you're ready, you flip on that switch and you're going to get a paycheck for the rest of your life, no matter how long you live. And again, just to reiterate, if you do pass away and there's still money left in the account, then that will be passed on to your loved ones, to your heirs, to your family, without any conditions. How good is that? Really, you got to ask yourself, would you want to park your money in a vehicle like that with no risk, absolutely great guarantees to grow your account, you get bonuses, long-term care protection, and on top of that, not only do you get a pension or a paycheck for the rest of your life, but it makes sure that if there is any money that goes in that account, that if you pass away, it goes to your loved ones. There's no other product out there today that can step toe-to-toe with this guaranteed pension. So this is the benefits there. Now, Joseph, I'll let you come back in here, but thank you. That the benefits are just, they echo over and over again.
Well, thank you, Jordan. Fantastic explanation. And I'm going to tell you something right now, folks. I mean, we believe in safety, money safety. And one of the things that I like, about not only the retirement account that we're talking about, but also the Become the Banker strategy, is that they have nothing to do with the stock market. Nothing to do at all with the stock market. So if I was to ask each and every one of you right now listening, how much money could you afford to lose today? I want you to feel free and call in to the show and participate. This is where you're going to get all this knowledge. You're going to be learning. The whole idea behind the show is to teach you new strategies to help you get ahead financially and to reach total financial security. So if you cannot call in, at least go to the chat room and go ahead and put your answers down. But if I was to ask you, how much money could you really afford to lose today? What would you say? When we ask people that, the majority, I would say 99.9%, will say zero. Zero. Now, if you are in that category, then keep listening. Because I'm going to tell you right now, what we're talking about is for people like you and I. My whole family, my whole life has been dedicated to financial planning. As I mentioned in the very beginning of the show, I wasn't born here. I was born in Mexico City. And I came from an economically disadvantaged circumstance. And I was 12 years old when I came to the United States. And I tell you something right now, I'm laughing because I just went back to my hometown 2 weeks ago. And one of my sisters got married to an American citizen in a small town called Greenfield, Iowa. Now, you got to remember this. I came from the biggest city in the world, which is Mexico City. And I'm going to say to the smallest town in the world called Greenfield, Iowa. Population, 1,800 people. But let me tell you something right now. That's exactly when I learned the value of smart money moves. That is exactly where I learned that we all have the capacity to really reach financial independence with safety. That's exactly where I learned that even people that were disadvantaged could actually get ahead. One of the first things that I noticed is that you have to change the way you think. And I love the statement that Jordan makes during the seminars that we hold on a national basis. And he says, rich people think like rich people. And poor people think like poor people. Think about that. The rich think like rich people. The poor think like poor people. And I was able to see that firsthand, that if you begin to really change the way you think, your financial situation will change. I mean, I found very quickly that I could get a job or 2 or 3 jobs, save my money, invest it wisely, and achieve financial success. Well, when I met people within my little town, the same age, they didn't have the same drive. They didn't have the same motivation. They didn't have that desire to really get up and go. So they needed to change their thinking. You see, we have one of the greatest powers that we have, and put aside the financial knowledge at this point, but one of the greatest powers that we have is actually the power to choose. The power to choose. So you can choose to think like a poor person. You can choose to think like a rich person. And I'm going to tell you something right now, that if you do that, if you change the way you think, your view about money will also change. So to me, and to my practice, over the last 47 years, we have concentrated ourselves in actually helping people change the way they think about money. We have actually concentrated our efforts to teach people the truth about money, the truth about the products. And we have specialized over the last 47 years in promoting only safe money products, safe money strategies, where nobody can lose any money. And that was really born from the way that I came into this world. Because to me, keeping my money safe is really, really, truly important. And I'm beginning to find out today that the majority of people over the last at least 20 years of my practice, they feel the same way. ladies and gentlemen. They feel the same way. They want to have safety. They want to keep their money safe. And this is why we're educating people about these wonderful topics like Become the Banker. That is a strategy that uses life insurance, but a very specific form of life insurance. Nothing to do with the stock market. It will give you a guaranteed return, and it builds a beautiful foundation. That's one product. The second product that we have talked over the last weeks on the show now is called the Guaranteed Retirement Account. This is where Jordan was just explaining to you. Two products, totally safe. On the upcoming shows, we're going to be talking about additional products that have absolutely no risk. But I wanted you to know that the birth of that desire, the birth of my passion, was because I went through it. I didn't have any money, so I didn't want to lose any money. So if I made money, I wanted to keep my money safe. And I searched and I searched and I searched for specific products, specific strategies to be able to help people, consumers like you, keep your money safe. And not only just keeping it safe, but keeping it growing. So I want you to, if you want to, by all means, give us a call. You can call us at 303-779-6600. That's our local number here. Or you can actually just go online to becomethebanker.org. We're just ready for the second break. So when we come back, we're going to keep our discussion regarding the two safe money products that we've been talking about. Thank you for tuning in, and we'll talk to you in a few seconds, okay?
If what you thought to be true about money turned out not to be true, when would you like to know about it? Most of us have been taught wrong about money either by our family or friends. Our school system does not have any curriculum to teach us how money really works and how to make our money grow without risk in any economy. By tuning into Become the Banker radio show with certified financial planner Joseph Quijano, you'll learn the truth about money and strategies to help you grow your money without risk. Are you ready to thrive financially in the economy? Listen for Become the Banker radio show every Monday at 12 p.m. Eastern, 11 a.m. Central, 10 a.m. Mountain, and 9 a.m. Pacific.
Investments hit all-time lows, except for Become the Banker. Do you know how much money was lost in those accounts? Not one penny. Become the Banker is a safe, guaranteed return of 4% plus a 1% dividend. In a nutshell, you overfund life insurance on purpose to build a tax-sheltered cash account for retirement and for loaning to yourself along the way and not losing to the stock market. BecomeTheBanker.org. You owe it to yourself to go to the next seminar. BecomeTheBanker.org. Who's laughing now?
This is Become the Banker radio show with certified financial planner Joseph Quijano. To participate in today's show, call in the U.S. 815-880-8255, Canada 613-800-8736, or Skype us at Inspired Choices Network. You could also ask to comment by email to joseph@becomethebanker.org or text to 303-880-0887.
Hello again. Welcome back to the show. I'm Joseph Quijano, certified financial planner, with our financial advisor, Jordan Quijano, also on the line. We were just talking before we went on break about the safety of money. Also, we're talking about the way that we need to change our thinking to be able to reach new levels in today's. I mean, I have never seen anything like it, folks, at all. I was going to say pandemic economy, but I'm going to tell you something right now. I have never seen anything like it. And this is not only in Canada. This is not only here in the United States, but it's all over the world. And I don't know when this is going to end. So to me, what I've been preaching, I've been actually teaching people for the last 47 years, is how to keep their money safe in any economy, any economy. And some people took advantage of that, and they went ahead and absolutely agreed. Some people, there's a little part of all of us that are a little bit greedy. So we want to make sure that we put money someplace and we can actually make it grow. Just like I'm going to tell you something. Even though I am a certified financial planner, my wife came to me several years ago, and she said, hey, why don't we buy some stock on this shoe company called Crocs, Crocs. Have you heard about that company? They make unique sandals that's supposed to be very comfortable. And I said, you know what? By the way, my wife has absolutely no financial background at all. But she said, I've been hearing about this company. Let's buy some stock on it. I said, it could be just a fad. See, that company just came out. And I said, it could actually go out of business tomorrow. I said, I'll tell you what I'll do. Why didn't, let's use $1,000 and buy some stock. Well, ladies and gentlemen, the greed part of me, you see, got away. Because when I saw the stock market climb, and that stock actually doubled and tripled, I said, oh my gosh, that is amazing, right? I mean, this is what happens to people. They get mesmerized by the ups of the stock market. Has happened to all of us. It happened to me with this example that I'm giving you. But then guess what happened? It dropped all the way to the bottom. Now, they came back already, but I mean, we lost everything. Think about that. We made money, but we lost it. What does that resemble to you? What does that remind you of? Give you a clue? Gambling. I mean, if you think about it, I have gone to Las Vegas many times, and I walk through a casino, and I see people feeding money in the slot machines, feeding money into the card tables, feeding money to the dice games, the roulette, and all that. And you know what? The same people are there day after day after day after day. And you know what? They lose money. The odds are against them. Maybe one winner comes up or two. So the greed part of the human nature takes over logical thinking. And today, in today's world specifically, we can't be that. We cannot be that greedy. We got to be logical about what's happening. We got to make sure that what we have earned, what we have saved, is going to be there for not only you, but your family, for the rest of your life.
Yeah, Joseph, can I jump in here for a second?
Sure.
Yes. So you bring up a very good point. I think all it takes to have a successful retirement, and I say this because most people complicate retirement. All it takes to have a successful retirement is having maybe at least more than 2 or 3 streams of income when you get into retirement. So 2 streams of income would be the bare minimum, but you really should have 3 or more streams of income when you're retired. That's all it takes to have a successful retirement. It doesn't even matter really the size, as long as they're guaranteed streams of income. So when we look at people in retirement years, if you have a 401k and you retire, and you're looking at just Social Security and you retire, that might not be enough to cut it. nowadays. I mean, that's getting on the fine edge of maybe not having enough in retirement. Even if your 401k is up to $1 million, that's still in the market, and it still can lose money, and that's the risk that people are taking, just like they are in Las Vegas. So to have 3 or 4 streams of income, yes, you can maybe count on Social Security being one of them. I wouldn't make that your sole stream of income, because who knows where that's going to be in 20 or 30 years. But you should definitely have, just like we're talking about here, this guaranteed retirement pension that's going to give you a lifetime income no matter how you live. The Become the Banker strategy, that like we were talking about the previous shows, that's going to help give you a tax-free stream of income. And then if you have real estate, if you have rental properties, you have some kind of form of income that comes in every month as what we call mailbox money. You don't have to do really any work for it, and it just shows up as residual income. That should be another stream of income. And on top of that, whatever you build in your retirement accounts, whether it be 401ks or IRAs, those will be the cherry on top. And you can live on them, you can take the money out, but you don't want to solely rely on just a 401k and just Social Security. That's the state of the economy we see a lot of times with our clients that come in, is they are solely retiring on those, and they're hoping that they're going to hit big in the slot machines, just like they are on their 401k, hoping that the stock market just doubles, triples, quadruples their money and makes up for all the years that they might have missed out on putting money in. It doesn't work like that, though. You can't just hope and pray that everything's going to make you money just by being there. You got to help. You got to help put some money aside and put your foot in the right direction to help give you the better odds. Just like, talking about, if we're still on the same gambling Vegas talk, a lot of people, when you have odds, they hedge their bets. They don't put all their money in one area. They have to help balance it, because they know that the roulette table's probably the worst odds. They might play a few games there, lose some money, but if they go to blackjack or any other machine, they might have better odds there to make money. Well, so it is with retirement planning. You can't put all your eggs in one basket. You got to help balance your portfolio and have some money, very little of your money, in risk, a lot of your money in guarantees with some guaranteed income, some guaranteed growth, and of course tax-free. And then you can have a sliver of the money in real estate and some other, maybe golds, precious metals, other areas that are, kind of speculative investments. We really try to focus at looking at a pyramid. If you look at a pyramid, the only thing that keeps a pyramid standing for hundreds and hundreds of years is its base. It's its foundation. So it is with retirement planning. Your base, your foundation, should have no risk, should be absolutely guaranteed, and anything in the next level, whether it's the middle level or the very top level, middle level should be more real estate if you look at the middle of a pyramid, and the very top, the very smallest part of the pyramid, should be your risk, your tax money, and the money that's tied into the stock market. That's the reality of where financial plans should be at today. So I want to just echo that. Don't rely on just Social Security and 401ks anymore. So I just wanted to pass that back to you, Joseph.
Okay, Jordan. Well, thank you. That was a great thing. You say something that is really, really, really important for people to learn. You have to diversify, not in stocks and bonds, okay? I know financial planners call that diversification as well. What we're talking about, you need to diversify the buckets where you put your money. And like Jordan said, you can have several buckets of money, several, but make sure that they're safe. The majority of them are safe. So that way you can begin drawing from those buckets. So you're diversifying on those buckets, but they're safe, not like the stock market. But anyway, folks, we're coming to the next break. We're going to be talking about the psychology of money. The psychology of money. That's going to be the title of our next show. But I mean, for the next break, we're going to start talking about the psychology of money and how to get ahead during this terrible economy. So thank you for listening, and we'll be right back.
If what you thought to be true about money turned out not to be true, when would you like to know about it? Most of us have been taught wrong about money either by our family or friends. Our school system does not have any curriculum to teach us how money really works and how to make our money grow without risk in any economy. By tuning into Become the Banker radio show with certified financial planner Joseph Quijano, you'll learn the truth about money and strategies to help you grow your money without risk. Are you ready to thrive financially in the economy? Listen for Become the Banker radio show every Monday at 12 p.m. Eastern, 11 a.m. Central, 10 a.m. Mountain, and 9 a.m. Pacific.
Hello, I'm consumer advocate Tom Martino. For years, I've been telling you about a safe, secure investment that you can do for as little as $200 a month. Earnings grow tax-free. And better than that, during this recent stock market crash, they did not lose a penny. Even though investments hit all-time lows, those involved in Become the Banker are still earning their guaranteed return of 4% tax-free plus a 1% dividend. Isn't it time you at least investigate and possibly become the banker yourself? In a nutshell, you overfund life insurance on purpose to build tax-sheltered cash for retirement and for loaning to yourself for life's needs and pleasures, college, credit card debt, a mortgage. They can all be paid when you become the banker. Do yourself a favor. At least find out more. BecomeTheBanker.org. For the next webinar, that's BecomeTheBanker.org. And for a video review, BecomeTheBanker.info. It's time to take action and stop your losses. BecomeTheBanker.org.
This is Become the Banker radio show with certified financial planner Joseph Quijano. To participate in today's show, call in the U.S. 815-880-8255, Canada 613-800-8736, or Skype us at Inspired Choices Network. You could also ask to comment by email to joseph@becomethebanker.org or text to 303-880-0887.
Hello there again. Joseph Quijano, certified financial planner here with Jordan Quijano, our financial advisor. But, you know, right during the break, there was a gentleman that came on the network. His name is Tom Martino. He has been a consumer watchdog. He has been a consumer advocate for the last 40 years right here in Colorado. And by the way, he's not only here, he is on a national syndicated radio show, and people follow him. He's almost like a Dave Ramsey, okay, or a Susie Orman. This gentleman here believes, when I met him 20 years ago, he believes in what we're teaching consumers. He believes in safety of money. He believes that you have to have different buckets of money so you can diversify your income streams, not just put everything all in the same boat that is sinking in the stock market. So, consumer advocate Tom Martino truly is behind the Become the Banker company, our company. He's behind the Become the Banker strategy and product. He's behind the Guaranteed Retirement Account product and strategy. And now, I'm telling you, people from all over the country are taking advantage. They're taking advantage, and we're seeing it. They're taking advantage of our strategies, of our philosophy, because they want to have their money safe. We have over 100,000 viewers on our YouTube channel. So I want to invite you. I would love to invite you to go to YouTube and search for Become the Banker. And you will see that we have one video, and that's the video that Mr. Martino is talking about, one video that has over 58,000 views. And we get calls from all over the world, by the way. All over the world, we get emails. All over. We get them from Canada, from Africa, from Japan. We get them all over the world of people wanting to get into the become the banker strategy and to become the banker philosophy. Yes, it is a philosophy. It's a philosophy. It's a psychology that you need to learn to get ahead financially in today's economic pandemic. So I want to just share with you what we're going to be talking about next week. We're going to be starting a series on the psychology of money. And we started the show today with a statement that Jordan always says: rich people think like rich people. Poor people think like poor people. Your mind will determine your altitude to gain financial security, to gain financial freedom, to gain financial clarity. You have to change not only the way you invest your money, you have to change the way you think about money. I don't know if anybody has actually read the book. It's a best-selling book. It's called Rich and Grow, right? Think Rich and Grow Rich, right? By Napoleon Hill. I'm going to tell you something right now. He said, and I want to quote him, he says, whatever the mind can believe and conceive, it can achieve. Whatever the mind can believe and conceive, it can achieve. What are you thinking? What is your thought pattern? Are you thinking like a rich person, or are you thinking like a poor person? I'm going to give you the first clue of the psychology of money. Besides your thoughts, I'm going to ask you one simple question. And I want you to really think about it. And you don't have to answer right now. You can actually answer when maybe you tune in next week. But are you paying yourself first? Yes, I'm talking about you. Are you actually paying yourself first before you pay anybody else? I mean, just think about all the money that you make on a monthly basis. What percentage of that money would you be willing to pay you? You're the one that went to work. It was hard to earn that money. But when you get your money, you put that on a checking account, and then you pay everybody else first, right? All your bills. And then you have nothing for who? You. This is what I call economic slavery. And this is the worst thing that could happen during a pandemic like this. So we are working for nothing. Economic slavery. The rich have always paid themselves first before they paid anybody else. So I'm going to leave you with one thought in mind. Achieving financial success has nothing to do with how much money you have. It's how much money you're keeping. Think about that. It's not about how much money you have, how much money you're keeping. So we're going to go and say goodbye to you for now, but we're going to get together again next week, and we're going to continue with the psychology of money. Thank you again for listening to our show.
Thank you for choosing to listen to Become the Banker radio show. Certified financial planner Joseph Quijano will return next Monday at 12 p.m. Eastern, 11 a.m. Central, 10 a.m. Mountain, and 9 a.m. Pacific. Until then, remember, rich people think like rich people. Poor people think like poor people.